So apparently this is the new house. Might have a little bit of work to do in the next few weeks. A little bit scratchy there. A lot of this stuff's going to be gone. All that bamboo at the back, that really needs doing. We might have to get someone in for that. The house obviously needs painting. I think somebody's in the house at the moment. Oh, it's probably the plumber, which is good. All this shit needs tidying up and moving and cleaning and yeah, deforesting. Some of the dog stuff from the kennels, that's going to be gone soon. Let's cross the road to our neighbours. A lot of scrubland. I won't take any further up there. That's towards the where the dogs are at the moment. And yeah, lots and lots of work to do. So this is after a day. Well, not even a day, about 3 or 4 hours. Absolutely blitzed this area. As you can see, looking a lot clearer. Down here, and then one of the stray cats that lives around here, a couple more, that'll be fun for Sass. And then we've got rid of that fence that was there and just cleared some more shite out. So lots and lots to do, but we've commenced.
So we spent 4 hours here the other day and we managed to clear all the weeds in this pebbly bit, quite a few over there as well, all the weeds in this area, and we just chucked them on top of that bit there, just to compost down. We'll have to move that because there are pebbles underneath. We've got Sass here, hey darling, and there are 6 cats that live on the property. There's one of them, they're all going apparently. There's a couple more down there, one's approaching, they're all really friendly. Sass absolutely hated one of them though and had a hissy fit and scratched me while I was trying to get her. She just goes like, she can't control her emotions. But yeah, we had a little bit of an issue today, but all good. Pile of scrap metal is going soon, today, I think it was supposed to be yesterday. These old kennels are going soon, I'm not sure when. We've got the pile of junk over there behind the hire car that should be collected today. That was supposed to go yesterday as well. And this is all the bamboo that we cleared yesterday. Still a lot there at the back, not yesterday, 2 days ago. So we're pulling as much of that down as we can. It's not all on our property, but there is some of it on this side. So that's already gone. We're burning it today in there. We have the end of the month to burn, and then we can't burn again until November. So all of this has to go by then, and if whatever they don't take from that scrap pile. There's the man at work, ripping the bamboos out. We were absolutely worn out after that 4 hours here the other day, and achy muscles. My muscles are still aching a bit today. Are you still achy a bit?
My hammies are a bit pingy.
Yeah, and we've got all of this area to clear with the weeds. So obviously that was meant to be cleared at first because of all the pebble. We've got all of that. I'm glad to see that there are canna here. I had a lot of those in my old garden. All that needs cleaning. And someone's gonna come to cut a lot of these down. Unfortunately that tree is dead. This is the path up to the kennels. All these yuccas, let me stand back so you can see how tall they are. They are going to be cut right down, so obviously they'll still be alive, but we're just going to start with a fresh clean slate. Nice bottle brush there, and up the side of the hill there all that bramble needs to go. I don't know how we're going to do that. Obviously the bramble is keeping it from if there's a landslide or something, so needs to have something in there, but I'd rather we had some pretty climbers going up there instead of all the bramble. It'd be much easier to maintain and it'd look nice, smell nice as well. There's a log there that had a massive chain tied around it. I managed to get that off the other day. Obviously they tied the dogs up here. There's a spiral staircase there that goes up onto the roof. That's the only access point to that roof there. And it's all rusty, so that will have to be changed. And that's that at the moment. Hello, I've been followed by a little cat. Hello, beautiful. Hello. Meow. Lee has been taking this down already, which I think is the best thing to do because that's just concrete there, so Sass isn't going to be going out there for peas anyway. So let's open that up. Obviously that's all rusty and needs fixing or replacing. Do you need a hand?
I need something to... I don't know, it's just something around, I think.
Let me know if you need me. Shaken quite a lot more down and I've burnt a whole heap. Oh, better go and tend to my fire. Setting fire to the place. Well, I've cleared that pile. I kept getting to the bottom of it and then Lee just kept topping it up. So I can't believe I've actually got through that pile. Lee has been taking some of those bamboos down and sticking it back over the fence. At least we've got some more light coming in. There's no way that we can burn all of that before the end of the month. Not even touch that big pile there. And the burn pit is right up at the top now. I've just left that smouldering. But I'm going to be tackling all that bit there. So this is what I've done. It's a bit difficult to see because the sun is here, but I've cleared all that area from the weeds and God knows what, if there were any plants in there, it was difficult to tell what was what. Hello, kitty. So I've cleared all of that, and this patch here, I've cleared all of this, but then I've just stuck everything that I've pulled out on top of it. So I've got a big compost pile there, but that's all right because that'll go into the ground. Compost down, it'll be good for the soil. And then there's a line here, so soil on this side and pebble on that side. Next job, I think, for me, after I've done the next burn, you can hear that I'm knackered, can't you? Is tackle all these weeds here. And that goes right back there to the spiral staircase. So bit by bit. Anyway, I'm not sure what Lee's been doing while I've been doing that, but I've heard him being busy, coming back and forth, so I'll hand it over to him.
So another day draws to an end. Beautiful evening, as you can see, and look at all that pile of bamboo. We burnt a load or so, Saz.
Oh my God, you just made a big pile ready for next time.
Yeah. So all that's come out and we actually exposed the fence.
Well done.
And starting to pull this fence up, but it's fastened down at the bottom, and without any tool it's pretty hard, so I need some tin snips or something. Just going to cut that to the end and get rid of that. And then in here again, just getting rid of some of the bamboo, just lopping it back, just getting a little bit of sunshine and daylight coming through, and then just done a little bit of tidying up with the weeds around this general area. And that's pretty much it. He's one of the local cats that hangs around. And yeah, lots still to do, but getting cracking.
So we're back here again, and been breaking up that big pile into smaller chunks to feed the fire. We had a lot of rain yesterday, so a lot of it was damp. It was difficult to get it started, and it's just so hard to keep up with the amount that we've taken down. Anyway, I better go and feed the fire because it keeps going out. The bamboo burns so quickly.
So this morning we had a couple of English guys, Dave and I can't remember the other guy's name because I'm shite with names. But anyway, they came with a chainsaw and some snippers, and we demolished a few trees, just cutting back. So and I've been on the other side snipping down, trying to avoid the electrical wire that you can maybe see running across there. So yeah, we've cut a lot of this crap back. We've taken on a hell of a job. So anyway, we'll get cracking on Wednesday. It's going to rain tomorrow. It's Monday today. It's going to rain tomorrow. So Wednesday the guys are coming back. Lop these down to probably the height of that one there. Get them all level so a lot more sunlight and daylight comes in. And I'm just going to have a bit of a tour around this side of the house and have a look for the first time. Hello, stray moggies. Hello, don't be scared. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. Okay. Okay. Hello. It's okay. I'm not going to hurt you. It's okay. Come on, out of the way, dog. I do need to get past. Thank you. So we're going to chainsaw this tree tomorrow, and then God knows what we're going to do with all this shite. But we're going to try and cut through this, and don't know why there's plastic bottles with water in hanging off the electric wires, because that seems a little bit mental in my opinion, but there you go. What do I know? I'm not Greek. Yeah, so I'm going to try and cut through this, look at those rusty spiral staircase, or it's a singular thing. Yeah, I'm going to have a look at up there in a sec and hopefully don't fall and die. Well, I finally got to the top of the spiral staircase, so I've taken all the ivy and clingy shite off it, and a couple of rust spots, but we met a welder the other day called Rob, who's from Australia, ironically, so we're going to be tasking him with putting some metal plates on some of these dodgy steps. Other than that, it looks pretty solid. It's fastened to the wall really well, so got a nice big space up here. Sophie's idea is to at some point use this as a terrace and put a projector up there. We can have like a outdoor cinema, which would be fantastic. I'll give you a little bit of a view from the balcony. So that's our other balcony coming off the main bedroom, and then across to our neighbours. I've been speaking with Rob and I forget his wife's name again. I'm shite with names, I do apologise. It's nice and rural. This is going to get really tidied up. This is a big concern. That's a massive bramble bush. All of that is bramble, so God knows what the hell we're going to do with that. And then we've got, obviously, to the backyard, all the bamboo. Sophs, come and give us a wave. Down in that blue cage down there is our little sass. And there's Sophs working hard, setting fire and clearing the backyard. So we've just finished a long afternoon of work. Poor Sassy's vomited. She was a little bit upset with the noise that we've been making. So I've just piled up a load of crap that needs to be taken away. There's a load of timber that was separated that needs to be burned. There's some metal for the scrap man, so hopefully Step Toe will call soon. I've cleaned up this shithole, which was a disaster zone earlier. Cleaned all that up. Cats are hanging around, unfortunately. They think we've got food for them. We don't. So I do apologise, muglets. But you ain't going to get much in the way of food, so sorry. Sophs has burned through this big pile of shit there. It's been really well. So that's been minimised. We've got to try and get that done by the end of this month, because then total fire ban until November, I believe. I dismantled that, so I'm aching like a bastard, as you can imagine. I was up there earlier. That's the spiral staircase is just on the other side of there. Tidied up around here. Need to get this fence sorted soon. Just need some bolt cutters. It's dug into the ground. That cat's going a bit skittish. And done a load of tree lopping. So very productive day. Hello Scraglet. Very sorry we've got no food for you. But yeah, looking a bit of a disaster zone, but also doing pretty well. Very happy with our progress. I'm just about to tackle this. It's Tuesday the 23rd I think of April 2024. There's a fence up here, shit ton of brambles and all sorts of crap behind it, so I'm just about to cut this ivy and stuff back and try and remove the fence so we've got an access through there.
The burn pit is still going, the pile behind is still there but a bit lower. Kind of doesn't feel like it though.
So it's Wednesday morning and as you can see Sophie's cracking on, doing a great job burning all that bamboo. A lot more metal work, that guy's supposed to turn up soon. A lot of the crap from there disappeared on the back of a tractor earlier. Just dismantling that little shed thing.
And then what they normally
A couple of poms here helping me, say helping, I'm helping them, doing some cutting. As you can see, absolutely destroying these trees. So much work here, getting rid of these shitheads. But we're getting there. These are going to be the worst ones. As you can see, there's an electrical wire running across there. Managed to pin that one over there, so that's out of the way. But we're just worried that when we drop these, they're going to fall on that wire there. But we'll do our best and hopefully not have a blackout. It's still going there. We're going to be brave and start another fire over here. But as you can see, the pile's gone down dramatically. Still waiting for the knobhead to come and pick all this metal shit up. Hopefully that'll go in the next day or so, because they've been promising for days. This is the grease sphere. Yeah, so we're getting there. Hopefully you can hear that in the background. Not the turkeys. Vultures are circling. Sophie's been a twisted fire starter part 2. Can't hear it now, but there's a woman going round in a van. I think they're selling potatoes, but it does sound like something from North Korea. Pretty scary really. Not potatoes, North Korea.
So today I'm cutting bramble. There is so much of it just overhead there. Can you see? Probably can't see it very well. There's a log there that's just hanging over. The other half it's been cut off and that's on the floor. But we need a thicker chainsaw for that one. And that was a tree that came off the hill. But behind here, in this little cave section, which is really, really boggy. You see that? Gross. I've just cleared a patch of bramble here, and behind there is lots of angel hair fern, which is gorgeous. That looks like it's on, I don't know if that's a wall that's been made or if it's just mud behind, but obviously water's coming through that and pooling at the bottom here. But just look how thick that bramble is there. I mean, it's bramble all the way up the hill, so I've no idea how we're going to tackle the top, but at least I'm going to be able to get to head height, or at least my head height, which is smaller than most other people's. But that is just awful, that bramble. It's really, really spiky. It's just covered in it, this whole area. So not a very nice job at all. But I'm thinking when we get that under control, not sure what likes boggy things. I don't know if it would be nice to have a little ferny area here because it's quite sheltered and shady, but that might not be the case once I've opened it all.
So Saturday morning, and today's task is to get all the yuccas ready. It ain't going to be all of them because I've only done a tiny portion, and look at the pile. So I've got logs there, all the ones with less logs and more leaves over there. I've got all this shite to do, which is going to take a while. That's why I'm breathing heavily, flinging those stuff around. We've got Costas, who's called the Sheriff. He used to live in Texas. He's coming in with his tractor later on this afternoon, so I'm getting this ready so we can just fling it over the wall into the back of his tractor and dispose of it. Yeah, it's still lurking. So that's some of the logs. Big pile of trees that I've just moved from this area. See, I've cleared all that. More tree cuttings, massive pile of logs. Some big buggers there, so my shoulders and arms are aching like buggery. And then another massive pile. So as I say, we've got Costas, the Sheriff, to come this afternoon and round it all up. See what I did then. So see how many trips it's going to take him. Here comes the Sheriff. Give us a wave, Costa. Oh, look at that He-Man. Further up. Hello, Margaret.
Hi, kitty. Well, the pile's gone down somewhat. That pile's gone.
Yeah, but we've got 2 more massive piles.
I know.
The logs aren't a problem.
Jeez. The Sheriff getting into his truck there. That's full of yuccas. Pile of scrap. Hello. Hello, cheeky. Silly sausage. How do you stay in there in your pile of scrap?
So Sunday morning, just about, we're back at the house. A little bit hungover from a good night out with Anthony and Haley last night. Sophie's back on the bamboos. As you might notice, the metal's gone. It's absolutely fantastic. It took us a while to realise before we went, oh shit, yeah, the metal's gone. Left a few little bits, but nothing that we can't discard ourselves. And yeah, happy days. Progress. So I'm on the other side now. This is where the dog kennels were. Unfortunately, that building and that building had to be demolished because typical Greek, they weren't legal. But we've got a building there that we can do something with. We've got all these dog kennels, which in time we'll do something with. But in the meantime, I've got this monstrosity of a garden, for want of a better phrase, that needs trimming down. One, because of the potential for snakes, and two, because of potential for bushfires, or wildfires as they call them over here. So yeah, I've got this fabulous task ahead of me, and hopefully we won't encounter too many snakes. Apparently the snakes here are not like the lethal Aussie ones, but yeah, you can still pack a punch and bite without the venom. There are still a couple of venomous ones, most of them aren't. That's the back of a tree there that's fallen over, and yeah, it's a little bit overgrown, as you can see. This is going to be a task and a half, so let's see how we go.
So you can hear Lee strumming up at the top of the hill behind that bramble. You can see where the cypress trees are. I am still clearing bamboo. I've been working in that area for a few days and trying to get at least the dead ones out and whatever I can reach. A lot of that is behind our fence, but I'm just trying to get rid of as much as I can because it is a bit of a fire hazard. I've got 2 fires going again. They go out so well. They don't go out, but they just smolder when they burn the fuel so quickly. So literally just went up to see what Lee was up to and came back and the flames had gone out. Anyway, I have here 4 potatoes in foil, and we're gonna have baked potatoes tonight. I'm just gonna put them on the edge here and hopefully it works. Obviously I won't have the fire too much in this area, so let's see if I can drop them in one-handed. And the other one. There we go. So let's hope that works for dinner. What we used to do as kids is after we'd had a bonfire, just put them in the fire and then come back for them the next day. And most of the time they was really smoked, but hopefully we put enough foil on them to stop that from happening.
So in and amongst trimming, just removed something, and there's a tiny little baby snake there that you can probably just see at the bottom. So I've finished the petrol in the tank, filled it about 4 or 5 times, and I'll give you a quick run through of what I've done. So not perfect, but cut down massively what was a complete mental bush. The problem you got here as well is there's holes in the ground that you can't see until you fall in them. There's logs everywhere, so all of a sudden you'll hear a zzz as the strimmer hits the logs, but I think it's looking a little bit neater and a little bit more manageable. So we've just had a quick discussion, myself and Sos, and we're considering potentially getting a goat or 2 so we can keep them in the pens at night, and then they can come out here and hopefully keep this nonsense down so we don't have to keep strimming it like I've just done for the last 2 or 3 hours. So this, I don't think anyone's been down in that area down there for years, but you can actually see there's some ground there. So it was the only place I fell on my arse, slipped down that hill a little bit, but no damage done, and yeah, happy with the job I've done today. And as usual, I'm absolutely battered.
So today is the last day of burning, and we've been hard at it every day. We're absolutely exhausted, and you can probably hear that in the videos from our voices. It's the start of the day today though, so it's a bit more energetic right now. Lee's still going in that patch, which I think we've done so well with that. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's a lot less dense than it was. There's still a lot there, obviously, and a lot of that have gone. We've taken a lot off the pressure of the wire fence there, but and there's some light getting in now. Obviously would like more, but today's the last day and we won't be able to burn now until September. So there's the fire. That's a massive log, old log that we've put on the fire, so hopefully that'll go up soon. We've made a massive compost pile there. That's under there is a patch of soil that is in bad condition, so it needs the compost. Compost was originally put on there. I've now cleared that. Still a little bit there, and you can see the ashes from the fire. which is potash, which is full of potassium for the plants. That will be moved as well, but currently there, because there are pebbles in this bed and I want to get those out. I don't want pebbles where I'm going to be growing things. As you can see, there are tons of pebbles on the floor. It's mainly concrete and pebble on the floor, and that's going to change. It's going to be loads of plants. I'm going to build this path, continue this path, which is, if I turn it that way, you can see the curve of it. I'm going to actually put some pencil pines. If you were familiar with our last property, I put some pencil pines along the path. Going to do the same here on either side of the path, and that will look great when you look at the house from your first impression of the house. Obviously is the side of the house, but and some lighting behind it. We'll have a pencil pine or two over here as well, so this path will continue, and it's going to be kind of curved. It'll go straight to there, but it will also curve round to meet that there. And that's a small bit of planning that I've done for the garden. Last video of this stage of the process. So today is the last burning day, as I've already mentioned, and it's now the end of the day. No idea what time it is, probably about 4:30. Just put the last of the litter on the burning patch. Lee's still going backwards and forwards doing a few things. We've taken a lot more bamboo out, although it's relative, isn't it? There's a lot left. And Lee has cleared all the rubble from the old dog kennel over there. He's taken it over there, which will get the tractor to come and take it. It's about €40 a tractor, and we've had two or three today tractors. Two today, 4 in total. Done a little bit of pruning on the plants that are left there, and let's go up here and see what we've done. So we now have sunlight hitting the front of the house, which is nice. The bottle brush is in full bloom, looking gorgeous and buzzing with bees. I know the light's a bit difficult at the moment. We have cut the canna down, not very well. That's just with the strim. I'm going to go in with the clippers at some point and tidy that up, take it right back down, clear all the dead leaves out of there. That still needs to be taken out properly, and
Taking those stupid banana trees down.
yep, we've still not even got into that patch there. That's something for another time. But all of this we've cleared with the tractor loads. We've cleared all the yuccas, which can't be burnt really. We chucked a few on there, but they hold so much water they're difficult to burn. Yeah, and the logs, so all of that's gone, and I cleared about 12 dustbinfuls, not buckets, of all the leaves that were left. They're really sharp, so we wanted to get rid of those, especially because Sass is coming soon. So I've gone all along that area there and done the weeding. Was a lot in this patch here as well. That's been cleared, ready to cut. And Lee has done some strimming along here, and he's cut down a big banana mound. I'm not going to say tree, because banana is actually a herb, and there were a lot of them growing there, so they're all ready to go. They're not going to grow bananas on the old stuff, so new banana will come up from, new shoots will come up from that patch there. There's still a massive, they were so thick, I mean you can see by that one how thick it is.
Slimy as well, so much moisture in them, so you can't grab them. Your hands will slip off. Gloves are sodden. One
of them there, so we've just put them under that tray. We're not going to try burning those, and they can just mulch into the ground. Lots of bits of oleander there as well, which apparently you can't burn because it gives us off toxic fumes.
Clipping the trees away from the wire.
yeah, Lee's been clipping the trees away from the wire, as you just heard. And that's that. We're exhausted, but I'm not as exhausted as yesterday, are you?
Not as bad. I am knackered.
Yeah.
But I'm old.
How are your muscles?
Getting some. Look at
Look
that.
at that. Anyway, that's that. And over and out. We're done. A couple of days rest coming up now.
Woohoo!